I'm in this moment unemployed. I live in the ¿cómo se dice barrio?
In the estate or neighborhood?
In neighborhood Modelo Norte in Bogotá.
Okay.
I live with my husband and my son.
Okay. Very good. So you are from Cali and you live in Bogotá?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, very good, very good. Welcome to this English speaking club. The idea is to do it every Wednesday. And we also have another one that is done every Friday. Okay?
Okay.
So that's the idea, to do it every week.
Okay.
Okay. So Patricia, how come you are from Bucaramanga and you live in Bogotá? Why do you live in Bogotá?
Because of my husband's job.
Oh, that's
I live in Cali. I lived in Cali so many years ago too, and I like it very much.
Okay, very good. And how about
because Joanna is from Cali?
Yes, she's.
Yes, I'm from Cali, but I live in Rio Negro, Antioquia, 10 years ago. And for me, Bogotá. Yes, but my family is living here. I am prefer Bogotá.
I'm glad to hear that. Okay, guys. So today I have named the club. There is nothing we can do unless we don't want to do it, right? So that's how the club is named today. And I have for that in Spanish is whatever you want to learn, you're able to learn it. So I want to share with you a video about that. Let me just. And think about when you finish school, what did you want to do? Okay, what did you want to do when you finished school? Because the video that I'm going to show now, it's about that. Okay, is it clear, Patricia?
Very clear, yes.
Okay, very good. And Joanna, is it clear for you?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Very good. So here is the video. Let me know when you can see my screen, okay?
Okay.
Can you see it there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
yes.
Perfect.
Good morning, John, and good morning to the class of 2017, and also all of the other classes and people who aren't in classes. Here's what I think is probably up with most of you. It's what was up with me. You have done the thing other people have told you to do for your entire life, and now you don't know what to do, because guess what? Freedom is awful, and I can't decide what to have for dinner, much less what to do with the rest of my life. You have An infinite number of paths ahead of you. Pick. Join the army or the Peace Corps or the clergy. Go to grad school or business school or horoscope school. Where do astrologers go to school? Build your side hustles and start a podcast and follow your dreams until you realize that your dreams aren't actually that great because work has much more to do with the people you do it with and your own attitude than whatever it is you're actually doing. I loved science and I got a job doing science after I graduated, and it was miserable. Not because I didn't like the science, it's because I was the only person in the lab all the time, just me and my pipettes and a family of armadillos and a giant canister of liquid nitrogen. And yes, that sounds kind of awesome, but after 6 months, it gets a little lonely. If you are very lucky, you have discovered something you like doing. It is very easy to get through life without discovering a saleable skill that you enjoy. And that is, by the way, how dream jobs actually happen. You find a thing that you like doing, at least most of the time, and you do it enough that you get good enough at it that people will pay you to do it. So if you like doing a thing that has economic value, continue doing that thing. You are one of the lucky ones. If you don't, welcome to being most people. To you, I offer only this. You are normal. We evolved for a world so unlike the one that we find ourselves in that it is amazing any of us can function at all. Humans are, above everything, adaptable. But the idea that any of this stuff, careers and job interviews and diplomas and the jobs themselves, is like a normal human construction that you're designed to do, it's crazy. It's all brand new, super weird cultural constructions that didn't exist like 300 years ago. This stuff all seems very normal. It's not. And if you base your self-worth on it, which we do, we are asked to, it's what society says our value is, but if you do, it's gonna be real hard to be happy. You don't need a job that changes the world and that's environmentally friendly and that is creatively fulfilling in every way and that uses any diploma, much less the diploma that you happen to have. You need to feel valuable. But all of the different constraints that is being placed on like what a valuable life looks like, it's nuts. It's way too much to expect from anyone, much less everyone. It takes so long to get it in your head. You didn't go to school to learn how to get a job. You went to school to learn, and you did it. You know more stuff now. So you might never know what you're doing. But do me this favor. Get out of bed every morning knowing that no one changes the world alone and no one doesn't change it at all. We are all exceptional and none of us are. And we are all lost sometimes. So follow a path, any path, until you get to a place that you feel like you don't like and then change your direction. Because there's one thing that you are making every day, no matter what you're doing, and that is yourself. That is your job, and you must do it well. For me, there's a lot of strength in knowing that the wandering that I am doing, that I've done, is normal and kind of beautiful and not something I should be stressed out about. You're on a path. You don't know where it's going, and that would be boring if you did. John, I'll see you on Tuesday. Here.
Okay, guys. Patricia and Joanna, what do you think about it?
Well, I agree with him in some. Yes, I agree with him in the part as he said that society sometimes says to us what to do, what to expect from people. There are many things around that. So sometimes people get stressed because of that. You have to do that, you have to study that or this, you have to get a job. It's kind of a script. But the important thing is to find something that you like the most and enjoy it, and the rest will come freely or easy. That's what I think.
Okay.
That's my thought.
Okay, Patricia, very good. That is right. That is right. And what do you think about his pronunciation and his speed when speaking?
Very fast. It was very fast, but I can get the main idea of the topic.
Okay, so it was
the
very
accent,
fast, but you got the main
but
idea.
but
Very
the
good.
speed. Yes.
Okay, very good. And remember that at the beginning, before playing the video, Patricia, I said, what did you want to study or want to do when you graduated from high school?
I wanted to be a stewardess. Because I like to travel. I like learning languages, and for that reason, I wanted to become a stewardess.
Okay, very good. So, and what did you actually come, or what did you actually become?
Textile designer.
Okay. When did you make the change? Why the change? And now I'm going with Joanna after this question. Why the change, and when did you make it?
Teacher,
The change in
Yes,
me?
Joanna?
Teacher? Okay. By chance, I like the medicine.
Okay.
I wanted to be a doctor, but it's difficult. But for a time, in the is a sacrifice.
Sacrifice, yes.
My life is a time with my family.
Okay. Okay, Joanna, but let's start all over with you. So you wanted to be a doctor, and what are you doing right now then? You are a nurse, right?
Yes, teacher, a nurse.
And why a nurse and not a doctor if they are very similar, I will say?
I presented in the university, but I don't know what do you say, passé?
You didn't pass.
Okay, I didn't pass.
Okay, perfect. So you did go for medicine and you didn't pass, and you did pass for nurse. Nursery.
Yes.
Okay, very good. And what do you think about the video, Joanna? Do you think he spoke too fast, or do you think what do you think about his accent in the video?
For me, speak very fast.
He spoke very fast. Okay.
Yes.
Did you understand? Did you get the main idea?
I understand idea, but no all speak the presentador,
The presenter, yeah, the speaker.
presenter.
Okay. That is no bother, Joanna. That happens, and that's why we are here for. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know, Patricia. You were telling us why did you change? Why you didn't study what you wanted to study at first stage, and how did you end up studying what you're doing today?
I think maybe it was because of I didn't find the support of my family. It was a good point for me because I wanted also to have a family, to raise children. And my mom kept saying to me, if you, it, it was very difficult if let's say, I get to be stewardess. I had also another us. How do you say us? Under the sleeve.
Yes. You had another card under the shoulder.
Unas
Yes.
bajo manga.
Yes.
Another card under the lid. And it was designer.
Okay.
And at the end, I picked up designer to be a designer.
At the end, that's what you went for. Okay. Very good. For me, it happened something similar. I wanted to be a civil engineer, and I ended up going for my teaching career. Is what I am actually doing at the moment. So I think that happens to everybody. I'll say. I think very few people are or probably go or do whatever they plan to do at the end of high school. I'll say most people will change their path, as the teacher was saying in the video. I think that's very similar, very common. Patricia, do you know anybody else that did something?
Totally agree.
Yes. Do you know anybody else that did something similar to what we did? Like a son or a friend of you, an experience you want to share with us?
Yes. Nephew of my husband.
Okay.
And he also changed career. It was at the middle of the career. He was studying some engineer, I don't remember what. And at the end, he decided to study physical training.
Okay.
Physical training.
Physical education. Okay.
Physical education, yes. And he is now living in New Zealand.
Okay. Very good. So, and is he working in New Zealand and in the same career?
Unfortunately, he doesn't. He's now studying something about computers or somehow.
All right. But did he
I
finish?
think
Did he finish? Did he finish physical education?
Yes, here in Colombia.
Okay, very good. All
He
right.
finishes it.
All right. And how about Joanna? Do you have an experience you want to share with us?
Yo no entiendo la pregunta. Excuse me.
If you know a friend a nephew, a niece, or someone that also changed their career?
Okay. I study physiotherapy.
Okay.
And I yo hice 2 semestres.
You did 2 semesters.
¿Cómo, teacher?
2 semesters.
Yeah, 2 semesters, but I no continué.
Okay, you didn't follow up, you didn't continue, yes?
Yes, I studied technical en enfermería, but continué the high school.
Okay, you continued the high school.
Yes.
Okay, very good. And then you finished nursery, right?
Yes, I finished nursery.
Okay, how long was nursery? 4 years, 5 years? How long?
4 years.
4 years. Okay,
4 years.
Very good. And do you have a friend, Joanna? Do you have a friend that also changed his or her career?
I had one friend.
Yes.
Study bacteriología.
Bacteriology. Yeah.
And he changed odontology.
Okay.
Because she has a girlfriend odontology.
Okay,
and
a dentist. Okay.
She changed for odontology.
Okay, so he was doing bacteriologist, and then he changed to become a dentist, odontologist.
Yes.
Okay, very good, Patricia and Joanna, very good. Okay, we're going to go now to a different activity, lads. I am going to give you 3 minutes to think about how do you plan what you want to achieve. Okay, so for example, if I am going to study, I try to block everything that distracts me. Okay, so I will put my phone away and I will turn off the Wi-Fi, and then I will study, because that way I don't have the temptation to lose my focus. Okay, so 3 minutes to write down your strategies when you are studying or when you are trying to achieve something. Okay, do you understand, Patricia?
It includes, sorry. Yes, it includes, for example, my goal to improve my English, for example.
Yes, any goal you want,
Okay.
to talk about. Okay, Joanna,
Okay.
Joanna, do you understand?
Okay.
No, teacher.
No bother. Don't worry, Joanna, don't worry. That's why we are here for. Okay, Joanna, so when you want to do something, you plan, right? So for example, you want to learn English and you are joining an English speaking club like this one. Okay, so write down your strategies to achieve your goals, to make it happen. Okay, to make it possible. Write down your goals. Okay?
Okay.
Is it clear now? Do you understand now?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
I understand.
Okay, very good. So write down, I don't know, maybe five strategies. Okay?
Okay, teacher. 5.
Perfect. I am going to give you 3 minutes and then I will be back with you, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, time is almost up. If you have any questions, let me know. 1 more minute and we finish.
Okay.
By the way, Patricia, I sent you through the chat and Joanna, have an ace up your sleeve. Oh, I forgot my camera. Have an ace up your sleeve. Remember you were asking about the card? So it's here on the chat. Have an ace up your sleeve.
To have an ace up your sleeve.
Yes.
I see.
Yes, yes, very good. That's the way you say it in English.
Thank you.
Okay. When you have like a plan B.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Okay, very good, guys. Who wants to go first with the strategies? And then we're going to go through a reading about this topic. So I don't know, Patricia, Joanna, whoever wants to go first.
Joanna, do you want to go first? Joanna, do you want to go first?
looks like she's not. Okay, yes, she's here now.
Okay.
Perfect, Joanna. So, what are your strategies to achieve your goals, to make it happen?
Okay, teacher. But I try to listen to music in English.
Okay.
I watching TV. Dedicate one hour studying English, and I read news in English.
Yes, read news in English. Very good.
And I try learning English I'm watching videos in YouTube.
Okay, watch YouTube videos. Very good. Very good, Joanna. Anything else?
What, teacher?
Anything else? Do you have more strategies? Do you have other strategies?
Strategies.
Strategies, you know?
Strategies.
Yes.
No more.
Okay, no more. Perfect, Joanna. Very good. Okay, so you watch TV, you practice for 1 hour every day, you listen to music in English, you read the news in English, and you watch YouTube videos in English. Very good. So these are your strategies to learn English, right? Now, how about Patricia?
Okay, teacher. In order to improve my English skills, I will read more articles and books and everything I can pick up in English, of course. I will listen to podcasts or interviews on the internet. Also to watch more TV series without translate to improve my listening, and also to participate more in the chat we have with you. So to practice the writing skills and to take advantage of my free time to try to get everything in English, whether it's listening, writing, reading, everything that can help me to improve my English skills. That's it.
Okay, very good. No, very good. Very good. Well done. Well done. That's very good, Patricia. All right. So both of you picked the strategies to learn English. Now we are going to talk about, or we are going to read about advice to achieve or to complete tasks or to achieve goals in general. Okay? So let me just share my screen again.
Okay.
Here, how to learn anything you want. Okay, so let me know when you can see my screen. Can you see it?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
I can.
Okay, very good. Okay, so this is how to learn anything you want. First of all, I want to talk about the shadowing technique. So, Patricia or Joanna, do you know what the shadowing technique is?
I don't really know.
Okay, and how about Joanna?
Teacher, I don't understand.
No problem, Joanna. Do you know the shadowing technique? You know what that is?
What is the
Shadowing technique. Do you know it?
the technique?
Shadowing.
Shadowing.
Do you know it or no?
No.
You're not
teacher.
familiar with it. Okay, no problem.
No.
Okay, so basically, guys, the shadowing technique, it's when you are listening to something, but at the same time you are reading it. Okay?
Okay.
So if you listen and read at the same time, that is called the shadowing technique. And that is exactly what we are going to do today.
Right.
We are going to read what you will see on the screen, and at the same time you are going to listen to what we are reading. Okay?
Okay.
And that way you will be able to know how that word that is written on the screen is pronounced. Okay? Perfect. So I am going to start, and then one of you will take over. So the title is How to Learn Anything You Want. To accomplish any task or goal, all you need is a discipline. Today, I am going to talk about 20 ways to learn anything you want. In this experience, I am going to take writing as an example. So, number one, block your calendar. Usually, when we have meetings with our vendors or customers, we create a calendar, invite so that it is tracked, and we get a notification for this. We should similarly try to do this for our writing projects as well. Try to allocate a dedicated time every day and send out calendar invites for the same. In this way, you will be able to spend dedicated time on anything you want to do. Okay? So, how about blocking your calendar to learn English, for example, Patricia and Joanna? Do you understand the first advice, Patricia?
Is yes, to in order to be more organized, I think.
Yes.
No? Am I right?
Yes. In order to be more organized, yes. So you block your calendar. So basically, that is to. So you have your calendar. Let's say this is your calendar, like an agenda. Okay, like an agenda, and you write that every day from 7 to 8.
Like an agenda.
So you block your calendar from Monday to Friday, from 7 to 8 in the morning, learning English, for example. And every day from 7 to 8, you will be learning English. And that way, at the end of the week, you will have studied English for 5 hours. So that's one advice, to block your calendar. Okay? Joanna, do you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Very good.
It's very important because you create
You create, yes.
you create a habitat or
A habit, yes.
a habit. The for a student
A study
for a
habit.
learning.
Very good.
It requires a compromise.
It requires commitment. Very good. It requires commitment. Yes. Okay. Okay. Patricia, would you like to read the second one? Plan the previous night.
Plan the previous night. It is always better to prepare earlier than be late. This concept has changed many people's lives. We always leave it to the last minute, when we actually have time to get it done earlier. There are many advantages of doing things early because we don't want to miss anything last minute. And the mind also gets enough time to think about the things you want to do next morning. For example, if you are leaving for a vacation next day, then pack your bags the previous day night.
Day or night. Very good, Patricia. What do you think about the second advice? Plan the previous night. What do you think about it, Patricia?
I try to do it. And many things in my life. Try to planning and to get things ready beforehand. So for not to miss something, because maybe we are late and forget things. So it is important. It's to get things ready beforehand. And I try to do it sometimes, yes.
Even to prevent forgetting things and prevent doing things at last minutes. I think that's very important to plan beforehand. I totally agree with that. And how about Joanna?
Teacher, I think it's very important prepare this student in the night, because you learning learning the lo importante, o
The
sea,
important, yes.
the important.
You learn the important.
The important.
Okay, so you think it's good to study at night, right?
In the night.
And do you think it's important to prepare or to plan before things happen? So, for example, do you think it's important to plan today what you're doing tomorrow?
Yes, it's important because you prepare lo del siguiente día.
Because you prepare the following day.
The following day.
Because you prepare. Okay, very good.
To prepare.
Okay, Joanna, very good. Thank you. Joanna, do you want to read number 3? Turn off app notifications.
Turn off app notification. Now this may be difficult for most of use, as we are extremely attached to our mobile phone, but it is extremely useful as will help us to get too much out of our words. It will help us is focusing,
Yes.
Focusing on one thing without getting distracted.
Without getting distracted. Very good. Very good, Joanna. Just one thing over here, us. Okay, so most of us.
Us.
Okay.
Okay.
So this might be difficult for most of us. This is one of the hardest ones for me, to turn off the app notifications. Joanna, are you able to turn off the app notifications on your phone?
Yes, teacher. In the night, I off the phone, the mobile phone,
The mobile phone, you turn it off.
because I had sleep. Yo tengo un sueño muy liviano.
Yes, you wake up very easy.
Yes,
You are not you don't deep sleep. You are you light sleep. You don't fall asleep like deeply, right?
Yes, I prefer it.
Prefer?
I prefer sleep and watching phone, my mobile phone.
Watching your mobile phone. You prefer to sleep than to watch your mobile phone. I understand. Okay, so you prefer sleeping over the phone, right?
Sleeping. Okay, teacher.
Okay, Joanna, very good. And how about during the day, Joanna? During the day, do you turn off the apps?
No, in the day, no, teacher.
No, the phone distract you from your activities?
In ocasiones.
In occasions, yes. Sometimes.
In occasion.
Sometimes, yes.
I turn off my mobile phone.
Okay, sometimes you turn off your mobile phone. Okay, very good. Okay, Patricia, how about you? What do you think about this? Do you turn off the app notifications?
I think it happens to all of us. Today is very difficult because we have become very, very dependent on the mobile phones. So I think this is a really hard task for everyone. And it is also because sometimes the work, the jobs dependent on that too. So, but we should try it sometimes, from time to time, to forget a little bit that we have mobile phones. That's my thoughts.
Okay, Patricia, and do you turn it off to do your work, or there is no need for that?
I try to do it at night.
Okay.
Because of all the things that science say about the ondas,
the waves,
the weirds,
the waves,
gradations, the waves, yeah, the waves. They are not healthy for our
sleep
health.
Yes.
So I tried to turn off at night.
Okay, very good. All right. Okay, let's go with the other one. Get off social networks. Only when you are doing something important like writing. I know you might have this feeling of start doing something, and then when you are bored doing this, you will want to check out Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat. Try to restrict that when you are writing, as it will often break your concentration. This is something that I struggle with. It is very difficult for me to get off my social networks. when I am trying to study, it does happen to me. I am trying to study, and then I don't know, for some reason, I end up going on Facebook, or I end up going on TikTok, and it really crosses me out. So I think this piece of advice: get off social
But I
media.
think,
Go on, Patricia.
but for you, I think it's but I think for you, it's very understandable, because social network is the basis of your work, or the foundations of your work.
Yes, that's true. But I
So,
also have to
for
do.
me-
I also sometimes I have to do things that I need to stay away from social networks, and I can't. So I am doing my PhD, for example. I am doing a doctorate, and when I sit down to study, I have to read and focus on my readings. But then I go to social networks, and I lose all my focus, and then I lose my concentration, and I end up doing nothing. So when I want to achieve something, I need to get off social network as much as possible. If it's possible, I have to turn off my phone and turn off the Wi-Fi. So, but what happened to you, Joanna, first?
do you know?
Sorry, Patricia?
Do you know how much time people spend on social networks?
I don't know the exact amount of hours, but I know it's like a lot. Do you know?
No, I didn't know. No, I don't know.
I will Google that and let you know before we finish.
I don't know.
And how about
I
Joanna?
don't know either.
Joanna, are social networks a distractor for you, Joanna?
Teacher, I don't know hack TikTok.
You don't have TikTok, okay?
No, and no Instagram. I had Facebook,
You have
but
Facebook, okay?
I no use because but me is bored,
It's boring, okay.
and I prefer it and read news
You prefer to read the news, okay?
and listen news,
Listen to the news, okay?
listen to the news, and I watching series
You
in
watch
TV,
series, okay?
but I don't know social networks.
Social networks, okay? You don't know any
Social
social
networks.
media. Okay, very good. That's very good. That's very interesting, Joanna.
Yes,
So Joanna knows how to take advantage of her time.
yes.
100%. Yes, Joanna, I do.
Congratulations, 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 Joanna.
Yes, but me this is boring, and I don't know. No.
Okay, very good, very good. I envy you, Joanna. I envy you because I do spend loads of time in my social networks. As Patricia was saying, they're part of my work. They're part of my job. But still, I do spend a lot. Patricia, I have the answer for you. I just Googled it. 147 minutes every day. people spend on social media? 147 minutes.
Great part of the
That is 2.5 hours every day. Okay, 2.5 hours. That's a lot. Okay.
but not that much as I thought, really.
Okay, so you thought it was more.
Yes.
Okay, I see. Perfect. Okay, who's next on reading? Is it Joanna or Patricia? This one.
Okay, dice tour
To me?
of Wi-Fi. Sound crazy. It's but that now didn't work. So the word idea is to get focused attention and time so that you can finish your reading.
You're writing. Very good. Very good.
Right.
To get focused attention, that's the most important. Get focused attention. And that's why you have to turn off your Wi-Fi. Even Joanna, because Joanna was saying she doesn't have social media, but she likes series, right? And she reads the news and she listens to music. So if she wants to focus in one thing, if she wants to concentrate in one thing, she will probably have to turn off the Wi-Fi in order to do it, because otherwise she will end up watching series, reading the news, or listening to music and not working. Am I right, Joanna? Do you have to turn off the Wi-Fi in order to do your work?
No entiendo.
You don't understand. Don't worry about it.
I don't understand.
Okay, don't worry, Joanna. I will paraphrase it again. Okay, Joanna. So let's say you have to do something. Okay, you have to do something for your work. Okay. Do you have to turn off the Wi-Fi in order to not have distractions?
O sea, yo apago el Wi-Fi y no tengo ninguna distracción.
Yes. Do you have to do that or no?
No.
No, you don't have to do it. No.
No.
But you did it really good, Joanna. That's what I am asking. Do you turn off the Wi-Fi in order to do your activities? No. In order to concentrate, do you have to turn off the Wi-Fi?
No. No entiendo bien la pregunta, teacher. Si se apaga el Wi-Fi, ¿qué otra cosa puedo hacer?
No. Okay, so you need to concentrate, okay?
Okay.
You need to concentrate. Do you turn off the Wi-Fi to concentrate or no?
No.
Okay.
No, teacher.
So you are able, you can concentrate with the Wi-Fi.
Yes, I am concentrating with my Wi-Fi.
Okay, very good, Joanna. Very good. So you do understand. Perfect. So perfect. So you don't. So for example, if you are in a English class, will you be in English class and that's it, or will you also be watching series, for example, or will you be focused in your English class?
I am focused.
You are focused on the English
class.
Okay, very good, Joanna. And how about you, Patricia?
So she has a strong will.
She has a big will. Yes, very good. Patricia, do you turn off the Wi-Fi or no?
No, I don't.
You don't.
No, I don't. No, I don't have any problem. Really.
Okay, very good. Very good.
No, I don't have. I can do things that I have to do without turning off Wi-Fi.
Okay, very good. Very good. Very good. You guys have good will. You guys have a good will. When you are focused, you are focused. Very good. Okay, Patricia, can you read 8 hours of sleep?
8 hours of. There are numerous discussions on what is the ideal sleeping hours. But if you ask me, it really depends on people to people. Some people have found 6 hours to be good enough, and some found 8 hours to be. But the idea is to get enough sleep so that when you wake up next morning, your mind is completely refreshed and ready to kick start again.
Very good. How many hours do you sleep every day, Patricia?
For me, I can with 6 hours. I am in the group, so that can have 6 hours to be good.
Okay, and how many do you have every day? Is that how many you have? 6.
Yes, 6 hours of sleep is good for me.
Okay, very good. And how about you, Joanna? How many hours do you sleep?
Teacher, I sleep in 7 hours.
You sleep 7 hours every day. Okay, very good. And do you think that's enough? Is that sufficient? Is it enough?
10 o'clock.
No, it's 7 hours. Is that enough? Is that sufficient? Enough.
Yes. 7 hours is sufficient for me.
Okay, very good, very good. Sufficient, and a synonym for sufficient, it's enough. Okay?
Sufficient.
Enough. Very good. I sleep about 4 to 6 hours. 4 to 6 hours every day.
Wow.
And that seems to be enough. That seems to be
How do you
sufficient.
feel?
Sorry?
How do you feel when getting 4 hours of sleeping?
I feel good. I don't feel too bad. I normally sleep anywhere between 4 to 6. Over the weekends, I probably sleep a bit more, maybe 7. But I feel grand. I feel okay, to be honest. I don't feel. Maybe it's because I'm used to it. But I think it's
With
enough.
4 hours only?
Yes, but it's not only 4. It's 4 to 6, somewhere between 4 to 6. Okay, like four,
Okay.
like 4.
Do you drink coffee so often?
Sorry.
Do you drink coffee so often?
No. Well, I do, but no. I mean, it has nothing to do with it. I don't know. I just have too many things. I just have too many things and too many projects that I am carrying, and I just don't have the time. I'll say so. I am just used to it. I think I'm used to it, and I don't know. Just I think 4 to 6 is enough for me at the moment. Maybe in the future I will I will reconsider and sleep more. But at the moment, I think 4 to 6 is enough.
I see.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Let's go with the other one. Write first, edit later. A lot of people get stuck in this by improving grammar, spelling mistakes when they write. My suggestion will be to get started with writing, and then if you have time, you can come back and make changes. The point is to get started and get into that flow where you write down all important things. Okay? Do you do this, Joanna? Do you write first and then make corrections when you are doing a project?
Teacher, I write but moment.
You write at the moment.
No. Yes, I write first,
Okay.
and then I reading
Okay.
and memories and then repeat and I memorize
You memorize. Okay.
memories.
Okay. Is this when you write in English or in Spanish, Joanna?
And in Spanish,
In Spanish. Okay.
I translate
Okay.
and try memory.
And try to memorize.
And
Okay.
try to memorize.
Okay, very good, very good. So here you have a strategy. So one strategy is to write how it goes, like write with no filter. Whatever comes to your mind, write it down. And then when you finish, you can come back and make corrections. That's
Okay.
one strategy. And how about Patricia? How is your writing process?
I do it that way. I always come back to review or to check what I wrote before. And because when I am tired, I realize I make some mistakes. So when I come back, I notice that. So I always come back and review and check my writing and do some changes.
Okay, so you always come back, you check your writing, and you do some changes if there are needed. Okay.
Yes, I always do it that way.
Okay, very good. So another advice is to single tasking. I know you are a fan of multitasking. Even I am a big fan of it. But study or research have proven that doing one thing at a time leads to more productivity than doing everything together. While there are people who are good at multitasking also, but for most people it might be difficult. Therefore, we will suggest you to take up one job and get it done before picking another one. Joanna, Are you multitask or you do one thing at a time?
Teacher, I multitask.
You multitask. Can you give me one example of how you multitask?
I listen to music and buy my bicycle and speed for iPhone.
You go on your bicycle and you speak on the phone at the same time.
Yes, I can prepare my breakfast and organize my son and speed for telephone.
Okay, so you prepare your breakfast and at the same time you're getting your son ready, right?
Yes. Yes, it's
Oh, how old is your son?
he has 6 years old.
Oh, he is 6 years old. Okay, very good. So he goes to school already, does he?
School.
He goes to school. Okay, very good. And how about Patricia? Do you multitask?
I try not to, but sometimes I realize I am doing several things at a time, but I try not to do it. I try to do one thing at a time. It's important for me to have a schedule or an agenda. So, as you said before, it's important to be organized in order to complete or to get finished all the things you are about to do to finish. So I try not.
So you try not to multitask, okay?
Try to do one thing. Try not to.
You try to do one thing at a time. Very good. Very good. Patricia,
Yes.
Can you read the following one? Finish what you start.
Finish what you start. Fairly simple. If you have started something, make sure to get that completed. This goes hand in hand with single tasking. As a whole idea is to get one thing completed at a time and then jump to another one. But it is also important to not get distracted or disturbed until you've finished that task goal.
Very good.
That's what I was saying before.
Yes, that you prefer to finish what you started than multitasking.
Yes.
And do you always finish what you start, Patricia?
Most of the time.
Most of the time, okay. And how about Joanna? Do you always finish what you start, Joanna?
In occasion, I don't know finishes because I had very things. Tengo muchas cosas que hacer.
You have many things to do.
Many things to do.
You have many things to do. Very good.
And I don't know and conclude.
You never conclude.
Okay, yes. I never conclude
You never
because it's
you never
is
finish.
exact,
Okay, exactly. Okay, very good.
exactly.
And do you think it's because you multitask, or you think there is no relation?
Is because I multitask.
It's because you multitask. Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, Joanna, can you go with the next one? Ambient sound.
Ambient sound. Everybody loves music. Isn't why you can listen to music for much all time in your day, like during traveling. It, but it might not advisable to listen
Advisable.
to advisable to listen to it during reading involves a bit concentration, and therefore you will have to get more focused during these periods. Sunlight, waterfall, bird chirping, etc. are some of ambient sound which you can listen to make yourself comfortable during reading.
Okay, very good. What do you think about that, Joanna?
I like the music. I
I
all the time I had the radio
The
off,
radio
on the radio off, on
on.
because I like the song, the song um, every day, all day.
Okay, you like the sound all day. Okay, so you are doing your work, and at the same time you are listening to music, right?
What?
You are working and listening to music? Is that right?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
All the time. The music, or the music, or news.
and what is your favorite music, Joanna? Salsa, um,
I like
rock,
salsa and I like salsa and rock.
salsa and rock,
And music
pop music.
pop music.
Okay, and do you like reggaeton, for example?
No, teacher,
No,
I don't
no reggaeton. No J Balvin.
No,
No J
never.
Balvin. Okay, very good, very good. That's very good. Okay, and Patricia, how about you? Do you listen to music while you work?
I agree. I agree with this part. I prefer not to listen to anything because I get distracted. So I prefer silence when writing and when reading. I prefer not to listen to anything.
Okay, very good. You prefer
It
silence.
is
And how about classical music? How about classical music or ambient music, like they're suggesting, like this music you play to fall asleep or to concentrate, like instrumental music. Is that
if
something?
I had to if I had to choose for something, I would go for ambient sounds.
Ambient sounds. Okay, very good, very good. And what is your favorite music, Patricia?
I don't really have um, uh,
A favorite?
I don't know. No favorite musical genre. No, not really. I like to listen, when I listen to music, I like to listen to pop, salsa, and I don't know, like I don't have any.
Okay, you don't have any preferences. Very good.
No, in terms of music, no.
Okay, very good, very good. That's
No, I don't.
understandable. Very good. Okay, let's go with the next one. It's 500 words before 8 o'clock. Oh my God. Human mind works extremely well and fast during the morning. And therefore, make the most out of it by doing the most important things during this time. Set a goal that you would have breakfast only if you finish 500 words writing before 8 o'clock, and then see for yourself how it works. What do you think about this? Do you think it's possible to write 500 words before breakfast, being hungry, maybe being starving? Do you think it's possible? Joanna,
It is very hard.
it is very hard. Joanna, what do you think to achieve a goal before breakfast? We can change. We can change the writing one. Maybe we can say 1 hour of English practice before breakfast. Do you think it's a good idea to do something before breakfast, Joanna?
Teacher, for me is very hard because in the morning I am no had time, but for me is um, extremely difficult.
Extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. Very
difficult.
good. Okay. And how about Patricia? Do you think it's a good idea?
Yes, I think it's a good idea. The problem is the time. But I think in general, if you want to get to achieve your goals, you have to get up early, no matter what. If you are focused on something you want, you really have to get up early so you can organize your time and do whatever you have to do. So for me, it's important to get up early.
For you, it's important to get up early, at least to make the day easier and to make the day work. Right?
Yes, yes,
Okay, very good.
I agree.
Very good. Very good. All right, let's go with the next one. If you visualize, if you don't have a picture on what your goal looks like and how are you going to celebrate these, then you would find it extremely difficult to get it done. The best way to overcome is visualize how exactly you would celebrate. List our things you would want to do when here is out, sorry. List out things you would want to do when you finish the goal. Once you are able to see how it looks like, then that would motivate yourself to get it completed. Do you think this works? This sounds to me like the attraction law. Do you think it works, Patricia?
Yes, it has become very popular. Yes, I think part of it. It has to be. It has to do. Sorry, with to be focused
To keep focused
on what you want. To keep focused. Yes, and I think it may work. Yes, I agree. This has become very popular and very common today. It sounds like you said before, like the law of attraction and mindfulness. Always, I think the mindfulness says something like that.
Okay, very good. And how about you, Joanna?
Teacher, I don't understand.
Okay, do you think it's important to visualize your goals?
Oh, yeah. Yes, teacher. I think it's very important because you had a goal,
You
two
have a
goals.
goal? Yes.
You um, um, you can finish your project.
Okay, you can finish your project. Okay, so you think definitely works. Okay, and do you normally do it, Joanna? Do you normally
I have a question.
Yes, Patricia?
So I want to ask you, does it work for you?
For me,
Yes. Does it work for you?
sometimes it works, yes. Sometimes it does. I do
So do
think
you practice it?
I do think that if you visualize, you will make it happen. Especially because that will motivate you, and also the power of mind. I do believe in the power of mind. So it does work for me, but
In what way?
you also have to. I will say you have to um, set your goals, attainable goals. I don't know if you know what attainable is, but attainable is something I can reach.
Yes.
And not something impossible. Something possible. Okay. So I do think it works in that way. If you set possible goals, attainable goals, and you visualize yourself after reaching them, after making them happen, then I think it will sooner or later happen. I don't know if
Do you
I,
practice it?
if I practice it. Most of the times I do. Sometimes I don't. I have to be honest, but most of the times I do.
Okay.
Okay. But that was my next question. I was finishing with Joanna and then Patricia. Joanna, do you do it? Do you put it in practice?
Yes, teacher. I practice all
Okay.
because I had malos hábitos, como digo, malos hábitos.
Bad habits.
Estudio. Bad habit, learning.
Or bad learning habits. Okay.
Bad learning habit. And I think it's very important this.
Okay, it's very important. Okay. So this connects me to the title of the club, of today's club, and is that you can make everything happen. That's why the name is whatever you want to learn, you will learn it. You will do it. And I think if you visualize it, that's the way to get in pace and to get in the path. If you visualize it, so that's another way why it works. Joanna, you're saying it there, that you need more discipline. You need better habits, and maybe one way to become more disciplined, and one way to improve your habits, it's by visualizing.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, very
Thank
good.
you very much.
Okay, guys, before we finish, I want to hear from you, how important do you think it's pronunciation in English? Okay, so Patricia, what do you think pronunciation is the most important thing on learning English, or what do you think is the role of pronunciation?
I think all skills are important, but pronunciation is one of the most, because it's important and it's relevant to be understood. The other person, when you try to communicate something in another language, it's important to the other people to understand what you are saying. So there is no problem where the other people is native one, but the problem lies when the other people or people you are trying to communicate with are not native. They are from other nations, for example, and that's when pronunciation can or have a very important role. So for me, yes, it is. It is very relevant to pronunciate the best we can. So especially when we are talking to something that is not a native one.
Okay, very good.
That's what I think.
So you think pronunciation is very relevant, is very important.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, very good. And how about Joanna? What do you think about pronunciation?
Teacher, I think it's very important for is the four, because the people to understand, and is the spread your opinion, and is very important for me. It's very important. This is the then to understand of the people.
Is the way to understand the people. Okay, very good. So you think it is very important to pronunciate, but do you think that it's important to become or to achieve, to attain, to get, or to be able to produce a native pronunciation, or you think it's important just to pronunciate a way that people will understand?
For me, it's not a matter of accent. I mean, the accent is another thing.
You don't care about the accent.
Yeah?
Okay,
the
very
problem
good.
is the pronunciation.
Okay.
Yeah, the accent is, there is no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with to be understood. The accent there is not the problem.
Okay.
It's the pronunciation.
Very good, very good. And Joanna?
I think it's very important they understand, but not is important the accent.
Well, it doesn't matter. The accent doesn't matter. Okay, very good. All right, guys. I think we are on the same page. I think the accent it's not as important, but it is very important to be able to communicate and to deliver the message that we want to deliver. And that's why I want to finish today's club with a video about pronunciation.
Can I add something? Sorry.
Yes, you can, of course.
In fact, some people find the accent attractive. Some people, when listen to another speaking their native language in another accent, they like it.
Yes.
So the accent is not the problem. Sometimes it is kind of attractive for some native speakers.
Yes, that is right. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it happens to us when we hear a person from a different country speaking Spanish. Sometimes we will say we will find it attractive, as you say, or we will find it entertained, or whatever the adjective you want to add when they try to speak Spanish. And yeah, I think that's also very very important, that we sometimes we are shy to speak English because we think that we're doing it the wrong way, or that the people will make fun of us. And on the other side, there are many natives that find it attractive, as you say. So yeah, I totally agree with you, Patricia. Okay, so I'm going to finish with the video. Let me know when if you can see my screen. Can you see it?
I can.
Can you? Yes.
I can.
Very good. Okay. So I'm going to play the video here.
Tomato.
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 Water.
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 Water. Can I just have this one? Sorry, I can't see what you're pointing at. Oh, it's just the bottle of water. Huh? The bottled water. What? Bottled water.
Banana.
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 Schedule.
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 Mayonnaise.
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 Laboratory.
It's a laboratory. Laboratory. It's a laboratory. Vase.
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 Caramel. Caramel.
Caramel.
Caramel.
Vitamin? You would say vitamin. I would say vitamin.
Vitamins. 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 Vitamins.
Data.
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 Data. Zebra.
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 Advertisement.
Advertisement.
Advertisements.
Advertisement.
Renaissance.
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 Privacy. 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 Status.
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 Dynasty. Dynasty. Dynasty.
Dynasty.
Leisure. Leisure. Leisure.
Leisure.
Leisure.
What does that even mean?
What do you mean?
Leisure.
Leisure.
Missile.
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 Salmon.
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 Squirrel. 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 Squirrel.
Okay. All right, guys. What do you think about this? What do you think about the different pronunciation? Just to close up and to finish the club. What do you think, Patricia?
Very funny, the video.
Very funny how they have different
I
accents.
think it happens to all languages. I think it depends on the place, the region, the people live in. I don't know what to say. I think it depends
Yeah.
on the place. The place, you get the accent of the place, and it happens, I think, in all the languages.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. At least in the languages that have different countries speaking the same language. I think that's very common. And I always do this just to make a reflection out of pronunciation, because sometimes we as English speakers, we feel shy to pronunciate a word or to speak English, but then we realize that even they or even them as native speakers will pronunciate the words with different sounds. So again, as long as we can communicate, that's the most. We don't have to be shy. We don't have to be embarrassed. We just have to communicate and deliver the message and be thankful that we are able to speak more than one language. So, Joanna, what do you think about the video?
Totally agree. Totally agree.
Thanks, Patricia. What do you think about the video, Joanna?
Teacher, I think is in the word different accent and sounds. I think is the important is in understand, communicate,
Communicate, understand, yes.
and in the world is are many language and different accents.
Many languages and different accents. I totally agree with you, Joanna. Yes. So yes, basically that's it. The important thing is to make ourselves understandable, to deliver the message, to be able to communicate. That's the most. And the more we practice, the better we pronunciate, and the more we will understand. The more you listen, the more you understand. The more you talk, the better you pronunciate. That's it. That's everything about language. You either use it or lose it. That's it. Okay, Patricia and Joanna, we have finished our club today. I hope to see you next Wednesday. You did a really good and excellent job. And I hope you have learned something new, some new words and some new things, and some advice on how to develop study habits. Okay, I don't know if you have any last questions.
I feel very grateful for the opportunity, for this space to share with you, to keep learning, and thank you very much, really, for this time, and hope to keep attending the classes.
Perfect. Yes. Thank you very much for attending, for coming to this space that we have created just to practice English and to speak, because we normally teach grammar and we teach all these things, but we don't really use the language. And I think the most important thing is to use the language. So thanks very much. You are more than invited.
And you know,
For the,
see, you know what? It's hard to find a site or a space or to give us the opportunity to speak.
well,
There is no common.
very good. Thank you very much. Here you have that space, Patricia. I will be delighted to do it every week. As I said, this is our first Wednesday. So hopefully next Wednesdays we will have more people in, and you will have the opportunity to speak with more peers and more colleagues and to listen to different accents, as we were saying, and get used to different accents. Okay? So
Hope so.
thank you. And Joanna, I don't know if you have any last thoughts or questions, Joanna?
No, teacher. Thank you for your time. I learning today, but I ¿cómo se dice? Seguiré estudiando.
You will continue studying. You will keep
Continue
studying.
studying.
You will keep studying. Okay, very good, Joanna. You did an excellent job, and so did you, Patricia. Both of you did an excellent job. And the more you practice, the better you speak. Believe me, trust me. Okay, so
Thank you.
I will hope to see you next week. I will send the link so you can see how you did through the WhatsApp group again, to the English group, and I will see you in the group anyway, and I will see you next week. Okay.
Okay, teacher.